Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you.
It's my hat.
Yeah.
It's not centered.
I have to fix my headband. I don't like the positioning.
No.
This is a hangover headband.
Hi, guys. We're on the beach. We just went to lunch. We got a nice Indian lunch. It's fabulous.
It was a good time. We just
so
partied.
good today, guys.
Yes, we did.
Yes. It's
What
really
else do we
good.
got going on?
I don't know, guys. But if you didn't
We
see...
can just talk about this hangover situation right
If you
now.
didn't see the live last night, we were just on the MSC World America for a week. So that's why we didn't do any dailies, because our internet was like
There was no internet
non-existent.
at all.
I don't know what was
I think
wrong.
it's probably our fault.
I mean,
we'll just say
I feel like it wasn't, but okay.
I don't know what MSC uses. I'm sure they're using the same technology.
I feel like they were all
everybody else is
supposed to have the same stuff, but I don't know, guys. I couldn't do anything with YouTube, so
Never could go on YouTube. TikTok I could do
and
randomly.
Instagram.
I got some text messages, but I didn't get a lot of text messages.
Yeah,
Instagram.
it was weird.
Oh, I didn't try Instagram.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now we're hungover from our cruise.
We tried a negative last night.
What?
The TV options.
Oh, yeah. If you watched last night, guys, we did negatives and positives. It was mostly all positive, but we forgot about the TV. The TV in the room had no free movies. You had to pay for them all. And just your bad channels, they always have, like the Discovery Channel.
I still say Princess takes the cake.
Oh, yeah, for their TV options.
Princess had the best TV and all kinds of free movies. So just think about that, guys, everyone. All right.
But anyway, you're not supposed to be in your room watching movies.
That is true, but at nighttime when you're
tell
hurting
us.
and you got to put on TCM and just accept whatever movie they throw your way, that's tough.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Listen to this. Guess who's going to be... Oh, my God. Jim, who's going to be the godmother? Can you guess of the new Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas?
I always guess it. So give me a minute, okay?
The godmother of the Star of the Seas.
It's going to be the girl from American Idol.
No.
All right. It's going to be... Is she an actress?
No.
Is she... Was she a model?
She might have been in a movie. I don't know if she was in a
model?
movie. She's older.
Older? So she was an older model.
She's a singer.
Oh, a singer, gosh.
Who said she was a model?
It's what's her name? Reba McEntire.
No. Diana Ross.
Diana Ross, I should have known.
Diana Ross is going to be the godmother of Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas. That will be sailing from Port Canaveral. And guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, because I already told you. I would have guessed Diana Ross. Guys, we were supposed to go on that, not the inaugural, but we were supposed to go on that ship, but we canceled it.
We did.
Can't do everything.
We weren't on the inaugural.
No, we weren't.
Stop.
I just said we weren't on the inaugural.
Acting like we were on a cool cruise.
It would have been cool. But guys, we canceled it because, you just can't do everything, as everyone knows, especially nowadays with these cruise prices.
Yeah.
They're like nuts. So we're not doing it, at least for right now. We're not doing the Star of the Seas. We were going to do it in September, but it's okay. We're going to do something else. It'll be fun. Anyway, guys, what else we got going on? Carnival Cruise Line celebrates 35 years at Port Canaveral.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Can we celebrate
They
it?
They had a ceremony on the Mardi Gras.
And they put a car. They got a new car.
Do you know it started in 1990 out of Port Canaveral?
How about that?
Well, they started cruising out of 1990 out of Port Canaveral.
That's crazy. And
they have the most ships that sail out of Port Canaveral.
I know that.
Like Carnival is there's more Carnival ships out of Port Canaveral than any of the other lines. So.
But I think that Royal has more people that have cruised. Carnival has more ships because they're smaller.
Okay.
But I think Royal actually has put more people.
Okay.
Please don't. I've seen that one day on the news. One of the news guys had that.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Sounds probably right because they have those giant ships.
They do have those giant ships.
And the only big ship that Carnival has out of here is the Mardi Gras. But
what does that do? Like 5?
The Mardi Gras, I'm not sure. The passenger capacity.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway, guys. One of the things that we decided, just personal preference, when we were on this World America, we loved it, but we kind of decided that we're not the biggest fan of the giant ships.
Yeah,
we loved the World America because we were in yacht club, so we're like in that ship in a ship thing. So
Yeah.
it felt like a small ship to us.
Yeah, it wasn't like bad. It wasn't
No,
like a thing that wasn't
the
fun
thing
to
with this,
do.
we noticed a lot of things, which we even noticed on the Utopia, that there's not like a lot of common areas that are cozy. Everything's kind of like, I don't know, very corporate like atmosphere. You feel like you're in a kind of like, you know what I'm saying by that?
Kind of get you in and out of places.
It's not very comfortable. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
like on the areas that aren't the yacht club was comfortable. That's why we loved it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm talking
but
about the regular
even
areas.
Cruising regular, like with
so
that cruise would be fun. I know what she's saying.
well, I'm just talking about us because so we decided. So speaking about that, Holland America is doing a new advertising campaign apparently where they are advertising exactly what we like. They're advertising the no having water slides and water parks and roller coasters and a more relaxed adult atmosphere for cruising.
Yeah,
so
which is true.
Most cruise lines and ships, they advertise what they have. And I think it's interesting that Holland America has taken a different approach and advertising what they don't have.
They're going a different approach.
And I kind of like what they don't have. So we're going to try.
The different approach?
We have to try Holland America someday. I don't know. We never tried it.
Yeah, no, we never did.
No, we never did.
I know that it's strict. You got to wear pants and all that.
Oh, okay.
You have to wear a suit coat.
So it might be even more formal than
it's
Celebrity.
More formal, which I really like Celebrity's formality right now.
Yeah, because Celebrity is not. It's not formal. It's not like you really. I mean, you can wear whatever you want, but the atmosphere isn't like pajamas, but it's not like tuxedos. You know what I mean?
I don't
like
know if I've ever saw anybody on Celebrity where I was like, oh man, that dude just totally inappropriate. You know what I mean? Like people. And
everyone kind of uses like their best judgment, but it's not super fancy.
No.
Yo, listen to this craziness on Royal, on the Symphony of the Seas, another Port Canaveral situation as they were docking in Port Canaveral. Okay. What is it called? The coastal kitchen area. You know how they have, it looks like, the dome with the glass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one of the big pieces of glass came crashing down.
No, on what?
Yes. Oh, no one, thank God.
Oh my God.
Yes, and there's people sitting on lounge chairs where it crashed, and they got up just a few minutes before it happened.
You gotta be kidding me, God.
Who was watching over them?
Somebody they know.
Tiny Jesus, I'll tell you that.
You think Tiny Jesus?
They might have had him in their little pocket.
Somebody did something. I mean, unless the people just got up. It just have to be a basic coincidence.
Guys, how weird is that?
Quinky dink.
How scary is that, though, that one of those glass panels dropped?
Yes.
Could you imagine?
Nuts.
Like, how'd he go out? Well, this giant glass panel just fell down out of a cruise ship sky.
He liked to cruise. So he went out cruising.
God.
Glass fell in
Symphony of the Seas, you lucked out with that.
Wow.
Okay, because that would have been a lawsuit and a half, I'll tell you what.
Well, if anyone was around there.
I'm saying, no.
Yeah, no, I mean,
they all lucked out.
Wow.
Including the cruise ship.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to get hit with that glass.
No. Oh.
That's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. So.
Wow, how big of a piece? Was it a whole slab?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't little.
I want to see the aftermath.
It wasn't like a chip.
Did anyone get any aftermath?
I don't see any video of it, but I just heard about it.
I feel like I didn't get to tell my dream last night.
What dream?
That you ruined.
What dream?
My Toblerone dream.
Tell your Toblerone dream, Tubby.
Guys, so here's what happened. You get a free giant Toblerone bar with your yacht club.
In the fridge.
So I was excited about it the whole time. My plan was to let it ride out to the end of the cruise, take it home, and just party on the ride home when I'm crying about the cruise being over. So midway cruise, I go to take it. I'm like, I can't wait. And Michelle's like, don't do it. Don't eat it. Like, why do you got to eat it? So I turn around. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to eat it. Then, like, that night I was asleep, obviously.
Yeah.
And I have this dream that, well, I guess it was a dream. I still think it was real. And she changed it and stole somebody else's.
It's not real.
I still think she stole something else. No. And I can tell you how I know it wasn't. Okay. So anyway.
Oh my God. Just get to it.
I have this dream that I go in the fridge and like Toblerone's down to like the last two little pyramids. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you yelled at me to not touch a Toblerone. And the thing is, she didn't rip any of the paper off. So the paper was all like down the Like when I pulled it out, it like came out like a
So,
slinky.
so you had a dream that I ate all the Toblerone except
except
two
for
little
two
bites,
little pyramids.
and I jammed in the paper so like you would think it was still
No,
there. Or
just
something.
because like you just jammed,
I jammed in the
'cause
paper.
You would
So
do something weird like that.
So you had a dream that I ate your candy.
Yeah, and
That
I
must
didn't
have been- that's
believe
like a
it was
nightmare.
fake. I didn't believe it was a dream until I opened the Toblerone and realized there's tinfoil around the Toblerone.
So how happy were you?
In my dream, there was paper, and it wasn't even like nice paper. It looked like paper that would have been on like in a meat packing, like if you ordered a pound of meat in 1910. You know what I mean?
So how happy were you with that?
Well, I was relieved when I realized that it was a dream, and I opened up the fridge and I was like, oh my, you know when I realized it was a dream, by the way?
When?
Like the next day, I just opened the fridge and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to eat one of the last pieces of the Toblerone.
So you really believe that in the
No,
morning?
and it was fresh in there. I'm like, wait, you didn't touch the Toblerone? And you were like, what are you talking about?
Oh, man.
I said, I had a dream you ate it all.
That dream was for real.
I just couldn't believe you ate that much in the dream. I think that's really
I didn't
like,
eat it
gluttony.
any. I never even had a bite of it.
Yeah, but it's a gluttony thing to do.
What, in dream?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
I wouldn't have ate it down to the last two. I would have left at least 3.
Okay, sure.
And another fight we got in last night ended up in a battle royale. 2 nights ago, we made a tomato pie, which was phenomenal, by the way. One of the best pizzas Michelle's ever made. And whatever this diced tomatoes, they just worked. Of course, I made the sauce. And
why are you talking about this?
last night, Michelle heats up like the last row of it. It was probably like, what, 5 slices?
I thought there was a lot, but I didn't know you already ate some you
She's
you
like,
took
"You
it out
ate
of the
all the
fridge.
pizza." I'm
Let me
like-
ask you a question. I put it away.
Yes.
After I put it away, you then took it back out and took some
I
out?
waited till you were asleep for about an hour. I figured by then you'd be out, done thinking about all your financial horrors and all, and like going over your head 57 times, whatever you got to do the next day. So I figured by then, an hour later.
Okay, so you
you'd be
took it
asleep.
out of the fridge.
I popped it out of the fridge.
Okay.
It was tinfoil
See, I didn't know
covered.
you did that.
I slid the tinfoil over, took 3, I think,
Okay.
slices or
I
2.
I was under the impression last night that it was still the same amount that I had put away. I didn't know that you took it out.
No, and then she's like,
Okay.
you ate all the pizza. I'm like, we made it 2 nights ago. You're arguing over leftover pizza?
It wasn't 2 nights ago. It would be 2 nights today. It was 1 night old yesterday.
No, so it wasn't
Okay.
made yesterday. It was made the day before yesterday.
So it wasn't 2 nights
now,
old
last
yesterday.
night she's going, you ate all the pizza. Like, what are you talking about? Of course I did. Like, what normal house? Like, where I was growing up, there would be no slices left.
All right, well, we saved our
Okay.
slices for the next day.
Michelle
okay?
had, like, leftovers.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, we're going to relax and enjoy the rest of our
I'm
day.
not going to relax, okay?
So have a great
I'm going
week.
to continue this argument
We
when
will
we're
talk
done.
to you tomorrow.
Don't forget about the paper towel
Have a
dispensers,
good night.
too.
Have a good
They were
night.
very tight.